Everybody, it's Leeroy from Leeroy Gaming, and in today's Outriders WORLDSLAYER video, I'm going to go over all of the new PAX perk trees for the Technomancer. So for those of you that don't know, you're going to be getting access to 2 new passive skill trees. There's going to be 10 passive nodes per skill tree, and you're going to unlock up to 5 points to distribute and redistribute as you see fit. These are all extremely game-changing nodes that will give us tons of new variety and options for our builds. And in this video, I will go over all the information. Now, I'm not going to go in depth as far as my thoughts on this. However, in order to keep this video succinct, I do want to make sure that we can start a conversation in the comments below. So once you see these, let me know. Which ones do you feel are powerful? Are certain ones overpowered based off what you see so far? Are certain ones underpowered? Would love to start a conversation with you guys. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at all the new PAX perks for the Technomancer in Outriders WORLDSLAYERs. So we're going to go ahead and start with the Desolator tree. Now the first node is Initial Striker. Activating skills increases your anomaly power or firepower by 15% for 5 seconds, depending on which of them is higher. The next one is Brain Dead. Activating Decay or Gadget skills increases your weapon damage by 15% for 5 seconds. Next, we have Painkiller. Damaging an enemy grants you 5% health regeneration for 3 seconds, and it stacks up to 2 times. Next, we have Permanence. Inflicting Toxic on an enemy has a 100% chance to inflict a random additional status. Next is Dissection. You deal 10% more damage to enemies for every status inflicted on them, which is the very first capstone. Next, we have Necrotic Tissue. Damage against elite enemies is increased by 20% when using a sniper weapon. And then we have the second capstone, Twin Reaper. Sniper weapon shots have a 70% change to, I'm assuming that was supposed to say chance, to trigger an echo, dealing 50% of the damage dealt by the shot. Next, we have Lethal Devices. Your ordnance and gadget skills inflict toxic to enemies hit and deal additional 10% of anomaly power as damage if toxic was refreshed. Then we have Depleted Core. Your ordnance skills damage is increased by 100% of your status power. And then the final capstone is Burrowing Charge. Critical shots injects an enemy with an explosive charge for 5 seconds, dealing 100% of anomaly power as damage upon the next critical shot taken. Alright, now let's take a look at the Overseer passive tree. We start with the Undying. Every 10% of your missing health increases your weapon leech and skill leech by 10%. Next, we have Accelerator. Your weapon damage is increased by 50% of your weapon leech, and then it shows your current bonus value that will be updated based on your gear and passive. Next, we have Apothecary. You pulse every 5 seconds, healing all players within a 20-meter radius for 5% of all damage done by you between each pulse. Next, we have Purification Protocol. Your turrets pulse in a 20-meter radius, removing up to 5 negative status effects from you and your allies. And this looks like it's per pulse. Lead Seeker. Your turrets pulse in a 20-meter radius, replenishing 25% of ammo and granting 25% increased damage for 5 seconds for you and your allies. And that is the first capstone. Next we have Biosync. Your overheal is converted to a 3-second health regeneration effect for you and your allies. The second capstone is called Kinetic Converter. Critical shots heal the nearest ally for 25% of their max health. If overheal occurs, the player also receives 20% increased damage for 5 seconds. And this has a 5-second cooldown. Next we have Override. Your anomaly power is increased by 50% of your skill leech. And again, it will update your current bonus value there as well. Next we have Hastened Influence. Reduce remaining cooldown of one of your skills by 1 second for every status removed by you or applied to an enemy by any player. And then the final capstone is called Break Their Ranks. Your interrupt skills remove effect resistance from hit elites, and this has a 10-second cooldown. So those are all of the PAX passive perks for the Technomancer. What are your thoughts? Let me know in the description below. If you enjoyed this content, do drop a like. If you want to see more looter shooter content, especially for Outriders, make sure to subscribe. Do check me out at twitch.tv/LeeroyGamingStream to game with me or just come and say hello. And if you want to take things to the next level and support the channel, do check out my merch store, link in the description below. We got lots of cool t-shirts, swag, workout gear, etc., sweatshirt, cups. All of that money goes to help support this channel. That being said, guys, thank you for all the support, and I'll see you guys in the next video.